Hi, my name is Maureen Tomlinson.
Hi, my name is Marina Garabedian.
I'm Catherine Schmidt.
Hi, my name is Marla McAlpine.
Hello, I'm Irene Wilson.
Hi, I'm Mary Camello.
Hi, my name's Pat Krajewski.
To be able to live through an experience that someone else has been through is often in itself somewhat transformational. And we're really excited about this program. We always have been. And it's really an opportunity for you to both professionally and personally do something transformational in your own lives.
I had every intention and I had a lot of hopes and dreams after university to be a trader. Yes, a trader. It didn't work out. I didn't fit. There was probably an attitude. There was probably a look. You couldn't deal with clients being an undergrad. So I ended up in a middle office risk management role. Fast forward 10 years later, and I found that there was still more glass ceiling I had to break through.
I did a postgrad in HR, got some great jobs in HR, and I found, something's missing. I loved running my own shop. I loved dealing with, the pulling, the toing and froing that you have to do to run your own business. And I was finding HR just wasn't cutting it, and you really needed to talk the language of business. So I thought, it's time. I need to do the MBA.
In the bank, absolutely, I could learn from my peers through internal training programs, but I felt that it was really important to have a higher level of learning in the fundamentals of finance. And I am really a dinosaur in some ways in that I am someone who didn't have an undergraduate degree, moved from a small town to the big city and got caught up in banking and was making my way through the organization without that, which wouldn't really happen today. And the organization at the time said, "No, you're too senior. You don't worry about that." Well, I said to myself, "No, that's not true. The world's going to be very different in the future, and I want that experience."
I made my decision based on my experience with my undergrad. So I ended up going to the part-time Toronto program, but one of my beliefs was that you could be very good academically, and you can be very good in terms of book smarts, but what makes you different is how you use it in real life experience. So having done my undergrad and got a little bit of that from my professors in my undergrad, just that sealed the deal for me. So that, and I could do 2 degrees in one, which was an MBA, CMA, and Laurier was by far the only one that offered that.
I had criteria, and Laurier scored highest on the total of these. It was a combination of looking at the cost of education, the reputation of the school, the quality of the education that you get, the timing of the program, how long the program took, and also location. And I wanted to go to school close to where I figured I would end up living because the network is so important.
I tend to be very focused when I do something. I knew I wanted to do it in 1 year. I was going to be leaving the workforce for that period of time, so wanted to get in, wanted to do it, and then be back out in the workforce. So I narrowed it down to 2 schools very, very quickly, did some quick research, and really got a sense, 2 things. One, the culture of the campus and the people. I talked to a few people that had gone to Laurier. And secondly, I was just blown away by the reports on Laurier and where they fit with some of the other universities. I had a lot of fun in the classroom, and I think part of it was the combination of people that were with you in the group, a really good mix of people who had all different kinds of experience, and then of course the faculty, the professors, and their approach to learning and making it fun. I had the pleasure of having one of the teachers I'm connected to through LinkedIn through him, so absolutely the relationship you develop with your professors. In terms of the atmosphere, I had 2 children in the program. So for all those moms out there or want to be moms, you can absolutely do it. And in terms of the culture, I had teachers who, because I was nursing through the program, I couldn't go out and write the 4-hour exam because I needed to nurse. Or, I had to bring the baby, and some days, and Maria can speak to this, I would bring the baby to class. If I had to bring the baby, teachers faculty were more than willing to work with me based on my schedule. So if I had to write an exam in my own room because I was nursing, then they let me do that. So, they were extremely flexible.
you actually can harness the power of, or the intellectual power of other people in your class who might have guaranteed will have the business background. So you're not alone when you go into this program.
When I was going for job interviews at public companies, I was doing financial ratios on all their numbers for the previous 5 years to know what kind of company I was walking into. So it really changes, the way you think, but you really the important thing is the motivation. You have to want to be there. And if you've got that, you're okay, you'll do great.